Hey guys, it's Elizabeth Wales. I'm a mom, I'm a health educator, I'm certified through the National Academy of Sports Medicine as a coach, and through struggles of my own, I found solutions that I'm excited to share with you. Today, I'm going to be talking about a kind of exercise that helps pro athletes with their speed, with their technique and coordination, and it also helps through alignment, people who might be at a fall risk to decrease the risk of their fall. So please please share. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. I'd like to bring as much value to as many people as I can. So the riddle is, what is the kind of exercise that pro athletes use to increase their speed and coordination, up their game, that helps people all over to decrease their risk of falling actually, but also helps older people decrease their risk of falling, and that could be a really serious one for older people and seniors. I train a lot of people who are in their older years, and I'm so inspired by them and their motivation to become better all the time. But it's a very serious risk for them. If they fall and break their hip, this could mean losing their independence. So these are things you can do to help with your speed as an athlete, but also as an average person, just to decrease your risk of falling. All right, drum roll. The answer is plyometrics. What are plyometric exercises? Plyometric exercises where you want to use your maximum muscle force in as short time period as possible. So you're going to be contracting and stretching a muscle as quickly as you can. And this is the plyometric exercise. Concentric, eccentric, quickly. Okay, but it's also about making sure that when we do a quick movement and we have to react, we have the right alignment for that movement, which is where the prevention of falling and injury comes in. So there's 2 points to a plyometric exercise: the alignments and the explosive movement. So alignment is super important. I also love Tai Chi, and I'm going to talk more about alignment in a future video. But for today, there are so many people who have stepped off the curve of just a normal street and broken their feet. I hear about them all the time. My friends, my family have stepped off a curb and landed incorrectly and have broken something. Not all of these are preventable, this is true, but we want to give ourselves a decreased risk. And one of the ways we do that is make sure that our bodies are trained to be in alignment and to have good balance. Now, this is something that we talk about in the National Academy of Sports Medicine called the kinetic chain. And that's pretty much, if you think about it, you have a hinge. You don't want to be twisting the door to the side when you open it, or it's going to hurt the hinge, right? The same thing with our hinge joints. If we have a hinge and we start twisting, now the hinge is going to be more likely to be damaged. And a big one that's very important for people to make sure they are focusing on when it comes to alignment and explosive action are their knee to feet alignment. This part of the kinetic chain is often altered, and the feet go out or even in based on how tight or weak the calf muscle is. So I would like for you to make sure you're paying attention, that your feet are directly underneath your knees and pointed forward. This is good kinetic chain according to the National Academy of Sports Medicine. So if you think about it, your knees are hinges, and just like on the door, you want the hinge to go back and forth without it being twisted. That will break the hinge. And so many people who have tight or weak calf muscles have their feet turned out. Now you jump and you land, and that is going to be more likely to cause injury. So practicing explosive movement with good alignment is the heart of plyometric exercises, preventing injury and also improving our game. Okay, so the second part, explosive movement. This is where we are recruiting type 2 muscle fibers. These are fast twitch muscle fibers. These don't get recruited very much unless you are doing explosive movement. And gentlemen, type 2 muscle fibers are a big part of getting that kind of hypertrophy, those big bulky muscles. You want to be meaty, you want to really focus on your explosive movement, and you can incorporate plyometric movement in weight training. But make sure you get with a coach to make sure you're doing it correctly and preventing injury. All of these exercises in the plyometric field, make sure you are in a place to perform them safely. First and foremost, if you aren't performing exercises safely and getting an injury, then you're going to be set back in your health and fitness goals. That's counterproductive. So if you have any kind of injuries that you're healing from, or something the doctor said you shouldn't do, maybe because of a osteoporosis, make sure you're clear to do whatever you try that's new. So first of all, it helps with our type 2 fast twitch muscle fibers. And secondly, the plyometric drills also help to strengthen and increase the speed of our nervous system connection. So we have nerves that go from our central nervous system to our brain to our muscles, from our muscles to our brain, and from our brain to our muscles, back and forth, back and forth. I want to flex my arm. My brain has to tell my arm through my nervous system to flex and to relax. So that's an example of our central nervous system working. Now, when we are doing plyometric exercises, we are having that pathway get stronger and faster. Now, this is really great for people in professional athletics, for professional athletes who are in professional athletics to train to do, so their reaction times are better. Now, in everyday life, don't we want our reaction times to be better too? Those reflexes when we step off the curve, don't we want those to be better so we don't fall and break a hip, right? So this is something else that plyometrics help us do. Okay, and how do we use plyometrics? I have talked in previous videos about the Tabata drill. Check out my YouTube channel or go back on my other social medias and find my Tabata videos if you missed that. Tabatas are a great way to train, and plyometrics is a great form of exercise to use in your Tabata. You do not want to be using your plyometric exercises once you've lost form, however. Number one rule, as soon as you lose form and your alignment is going, you're not landing well, you need to stop. So for some exercises, this might be 5 reps, something like that. Lots of people get fatigued and start losing form before 8 reps of burpees, which is another form of plyometric exercise if you do it in an explosive manner. Another way you can use plyometric drills is in between your resistance training sets. So you're going to be doing some bicep curls, and you're going to do some other things for your arms. You're going to do a set of arms, then you're going to stop, and you're going to do some explosive exercises, plyometric exercises. You could also do it as drills in your professional athletics. This might be cone drills or box hops. These are all great ways to use your plyometrics. Okay, now I'm going to show you some really basic plyometrics today, and Thursday I've scheduled to have another video, part 2 of plyometrics, talking about the more advanced forms of plyometrics. So please leave me a comment, send me a message, let me know what your thoughts and questions are so I can make sure I get to those on Thursday's video. But before I get to some exercises, who doesn't love a wonderful transformation and someone who is rocking it after 50? I know I do. I'm so inspired by all of you seniors who are doing it. Well, even younger than seniors, you guys are awesome. So this is Annette Brooks. Oh my goodness, she is crushing it. She's our complete nutrition system, and this is her transformation. Yeah, Annette. Woo! She is looking good. And if you don't have your wholesale account set up for your complete nutrition system so you can get the benefits of amazing nutrition, message me or the person who shared this video with you so you don't miss out. But Annette shares this. She's 56 years old, and she says, my commitment to myself is to stay fit for life. Despite my age, I am just getting started at only 56 years old. And so many of us have this mentality of once we even hit 26, 27, by the time you're 30, we're over the hill. And this is a really damaging mindset. So just think of it as taking care of yourself until you're 100. I like to study centennials, and I always think of each of my clients, friends, and family, all you beautiful people, as living till you're 100. So how are you going to take care of your body and make that the highest quality of life possible? We talked about really quick about the central nervous system and how that works with our muscles to help with our reaction time and our reflexes. We need to make sure we're getting the nutrition we need to support our nervous system. And one thing that we need are the omega-3 fatty acids and those healthy oils, and we can get those every day in our AM and PM packs. We have, as well as with amazing anti-aging vitamins, and let's see, I have a female hormone booster and immune support AM, PM packs on the go, ready in the car if I need to. All right, guys, so here are some really basic plyometric exercises that you can do at home. First of all, the good old-fashioned jump rope. Now, because I'm not going to hit the camera with my jump rope, I'm just going to do it with my arms, which is an okay first step. You do want to use a jump rope if you can. Now, see how my feet are in alignment with my knees. When you first start plyometric exercises, you want to start with some basics, because if your feet are turned out and you try to do some explosive squat, jump, or star, and you land incorrectly, then you're going to have a much higher likelihood of getting an injury. So, explosive jump rope, right? We are going as fast as we can. Okay, now we're gonna go faster. Okay, so you get the idea. You want to make that concentric, eccentric motion go as fast as you can safely. Now, the second one I'm going to show you today is the lunge to balance. So you're stepping back, lunge to balance. And some important pointers on the alignment for this. First of all, your front knee is in line with your toe, nothing like this, no turning out, no turning in. Secondly, this is going to make it really hard to land correctly. Train your body to keep your feet about hip width or more apart in your feet. Bad balance, good balance. Good alignment. My leg is in line with my hip bone, okay? So again, it's a lunge to balance, lunge to balance. Okay, so I gave you some strategies to use those exercises. Again, please message me, comment, let me know what you'd like to hear more about. My content is contributed specifically through your ideas and interactions, our discussions. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a lifestyle to thrive. Bye-bye.